Mr. Never Not Funny Jimmy Pardo is here. One of Conan's go-to comedians skips work to hang out with us. And if you need a computer, or even if you don't, today's Gadget Prawn Holiday Gift Guide is the latest 27-inch iMac. Plus, we bring you guys amazing grace for the holiday. Helbig's gift guide will get you out of trouble, or maybe into trouble. She tells us what to get your boss and the office slut. Yeah!
Excited. Kim Jong-il.
Yes!
He's dead. What are you?
Yes!
How did you mourn?
Yes, he is. I ate some food.
Oh. Well, that is...
I always do that when I mourn. I eat a lot of food.
I get it. There's a lot of North Koreans wishing they could mourn in a similar fashion. It's not allowed.
I did it for them.
Not allowed. They're not watching. It's fine.
What are you going to do for Christmas?
For Christmas?
Yeah.
Regret most of the year. Christmas is a time to reflect and go, oh, that didn't turn out the way I expected.
No, that's New Year's.
No, it's every holiday for me. It's any chance, really any quiet time. When the voices stop screaming, I realize, I messed up. I really messed up. Do you have holiday plans?
I do.
What are you doing?
I'm going home to see my family.
Oh,
Great and granddaddy.
that's sweet.
And my mama.
Sarah, do you guys have any rituals or?
I do. Every year, me and my mom, my dad, we get a cabin up at the mountain and we snowboard and we ski and then we play games and drink and my mom pees her pants every year.
She actually pees her pants?
She pees her pants every year because we play games and we start laughing and in her side of the family, all the sisters, all 6 of them, when they laugh, they pee their pants.
What?
Thank goodness it hasn't happened to me yet, but I'm sure it's coming.
Incredible. Well, that was some good news. Do you have more good news for us, Sarah?
I do, Kevin. I do. I have good news. 2011. Well, this is. It depends on who you're asking. It's coming to a close.
Okay.
So we're gonna look at our favorite stories of the year.
Oh.
Like Asimo learning to bartend and running like he really has to poo. Plus a Mario Portal mashup and the blog that takes a critical look at the chalkboards in pornos. Bow, chicken, bow, wow.
Yeah.
All that and more. It's coming up. Now back to you guys. Thanks, Sarah. Yeah.
So good.
You know who's really good at Christmas shopping?
Who is really good at Christmas shopping?
Grace Helbig.
What?
Yeah.
Insane. How do you know this?
Because I know. She goes to the 99-cent store and gets stuff for all of the people she works with.
That's all it takes to be good?
Well, I guess.
Hello, my name's Grace. You know it can be hard? Life. The world is a big place and it's easy to get lost. People can be a little weird and sometimes you need to learn when to fend for yourself. So you're bound to have questions along the way. But don't worry, I have the answers. Welcome to Grace's Guide.
Happy holidays, mother. Getting gifts, awesome. Buying gifts, the worst, especially when it's for your coworker for Secret Santa. Don't worry, that's why I'm here. I'm gonna give you Grace's guide to Secret Santa shopping. Now let's start at my favorite place. We're at the S&P 99-cent store. Why are we here? Because everything's super cheap and you can get a ton of creative gifts. Stuff like hardwood clothespins. Oh, a training bra. Someone will need it. Who doesn't love teddy bears and balloons? The devil. 3 pounds of Epsom salt. Dreams really do come true. Now that I've shopped till I've dropped, it's time to go home and take stock of who was naughty, who was nice, and who deserves to be poisoned. $16? What the? I'd also like some eyeshadow, please. Sure. Thank you. Ah, for under $40, we got all of these prizes. Let's see who gets what. Let's say your Secret Santa is Camille. She's the hot secretary that you wanna bang. Here's what you get her. Something fancy. Girls love jewelry. But also remind her that you wanna put a baby in her. Maybe you've had the office slut and now you have her for Secret Santa. Why not give her a gift that's got an extra special message on it? And it's in a place that she'll be sure to read it. Merry Christmas, Roxanne. Let's say you have Tid. It's not Ted, it's not Tad, his name's Tid. Why? Because he's the office weird. And it gets really lonely around the holidays. And sometimes people don't have a family to go home to. But now Tid does. For just $1, Tid can spend night after night with this fictitious family. Happy holidays, Tid. You deserve it. Don't look at me when I'm eating lunch anymore. Let's say you have your office nemesis. Step 1, cleaner. Step 2, happy holidays, you ass. This cleaner is only $1. Last but not least, let's say you end up with your boss. It's actually pretty easy. Just buy him some laxative. Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. He just his pants in the conference room. Well, there you have it, guys. Necessity can be the mother of invention. I don't know what the that means, but I saved so much money I was able to buy myself some trinkets. Happy holidays. What? Who did this? Mother Tid.
So there you have it, a little advice to help you get by from your friend, Grace. You're welcome.
Hey everyone, this is Jeremy, producer on Attack of the Show. Coming up, we have the best Christmas videos of all time and around the net, and a 27-inch iMac in Gadgetron. 5 stars? We'll find out.
Today's Around the Net is all of our favorite Christmas videos.
Camels are a great animal. They make an awesome addition to any Christmas pageant.
Hey, if a camel falls, do you have to shoot it like a horse?
Yes.
Do you really?
Yeah, the rule,
No,
no, really, the rule
okay.
applies to any animal. Truly.
Gavin.
I'm sorry, if your chihuahua tumbles running out of the kitchen, you gotta put her down.
That's not
You gotta-
funny. That's
it's
not funny
it's-
because that happened to my
It's
mom.
life. They put your mom down?
No, my mom's dog jumped up for a treat and it fell and it hit its head and it died. It died on spot. But my mom and Patrice gave it CPR and they brought it to the vet and it came back to life, y'all. The dog,
It's a Christmas miracle!
the dog came back to life, but it was never the same. And then it.
So would it pee itself anytime you microwaved a Hot Pocket or something? Like, what happened?
No, before it was such a sweet dog with all the other dogs, and then it became like really mean and like, growl at you.
God.
And then it eventually died. But it came back to life for a little while.
Well, here's a video of one of pop culture's greatest love stories, perfectly matched to the classic Mariah Carey holiday tune, All I Want for Christmas Is You.
here's the best Christmas video ever.
Here's Santa. We got a Kringle down. I repeat, Kringle is down.
What was he trying to do?
Well, I mean, I think drop from the roof, right? I mean,
Yeah, but I mean, don't you know that you're jumping on a car and it's gonna be slippery because of all the snow?
yes, but
What
that,
did you think?
but, I mean,
He's not
that kind of foresight doesn't lend itself to around the net.
He's not the real
It's
Santa.
not- you don't
Doesn't
put
he know
thought into
that?
that. You know, you do your meth by the chimney and then you fall onto the floor. Was this the iMac that you spied?
It is.
Just out of my periphery.
You know, even Santa Claus gets his advice from Holiday Gadgetron. Computer Week continues with the 27-inch iMac from Apple. This is the all-in-one that generally leads the pack as far as design and performance are concerned. It's very sleek.
Yeah, it is super sleek. The aluminum design is striking, to say the least. It's a 27-inch glossy screen. It's the biggest you can get with an all-in-one. The display has a good amount of tilt to it, which will help if you're worried about glare. The screen itself is bright, it's vibrant, it's got very good color reproduction, and there's
Yeah,
an SD
it's
card slot
beautiful.
next to the optical drive. So it really, I mean, it's an all-in-one. It's all there.
It is.
On the back side of it, you've got 4 USB ports, 1 FireWire 800 port, and 2, count them, 2 Thunderbolt ports.
Look at all
Which is
those.
crazy because there aren't more than one
amazing.
peripheral that actually supports Thunderbolt out there, I think, now. But
With Thunderbolt as fast as it is, do you think Apple will ever adopt USB 3.0?
Look, Thunderbolt can handle 10 gigs a second each way. It's bidirectional. That's twice as fast as USB 3.0. So while, yes, currently there are more USB 3.0 peripherals out there, we are starting to see more Thunderbolt devices hitting the market. I think it's a great standard. LaCie makes an external hard drive that uses it. There's video capture devices that do. So I think it'll take off. It's just going to take a little while.
This ships with Lion, so if you don't have it already, you're going to have to get used to using the backward scroller.
Oh no, something new! Freak out and yell about it on the internet! Backwards scrolling started with the
You
Lion.
yelled for like a minute.
What?
You yelled for like a
I
minute.
did. For 1 to 4 minutes in time, I yelled and passed out. And when I woke up, I realized I was being a giant baby about it. Backwards scrolling started with the Lion operating system. It's very frustrating at first. I get it. It's like scrolling on an iPhone. So you swipe down to scroll up. The idea is that it's basically they're training you for a touch screen interface. So, you know, if you're scrolling on an
makes
iPad,
sense.
you want to grab the document. And if you're going to scroll down, you want to throw the document up. So it's going to scroll down. But traditionally, you would just scroll the wheel down. So yes, it seems backward at first. If you're just crazy attached to the old way of doing things, you can change it back. But
you can?
Yeah, but again, they're training you to get used to the future where this will be a touch screen and you can just tap things and throw
Can't
them
wait
around.
for
So
the
it's the right
future.
way to go. Just get over it, please. It's true. I'm sorry. It is. I hate Skyrim and backward scrolling. If the Magic Mouse isn't magical enough for you, you have the option of ordering it with the Magic Trackpad as well. So there's that.
Now this
Something
machine
else to
is
hate.
slim and powerful. The model we're testing was a quad-core i7 processor, so it can handle almost anything you throw at it.
Yeah, these machines can handle heavy workloads with the best of them. The processor in here, it's a 3.4 gigahertz i7. It's got a 1 gig graphics AMD Radeon processor. It'll let you play your precious Skyrim if you install Boot Camp. Gaming still hasn't quite arrived. It does come with 4 gigs of RAM, and Apple is traditionally stingy with RAM, but it's fine because their RAM is way overpriced. They'll charge you a couple $100 just to snap it in. This will handle up to 16 gigs, and it's got 4 RAM slots.
Nice.
The RAM is extra cheap online. It's easy to install, so get it configured with the minimum amount of RAM and spend the money elsewhere and save a couple $100.
Okay, the 27-inch iMac starts at $17.99, but if you want Santa to bring you the one we were using here, it'll set him back $2,300, which is the equivalent of 7,000 hours of elf labor. What are we rating it?
40,000 if they're Chinese elves. 5 out of 5, everybody. Not bad. The screen is gorgeous. The aluminum construction sets it apart from other manufacturers. There's plenty of power in here for anything you want to throw at it.
All the news you need to know.
It's Friday, December 23rd, and here are some of our favorite stories of 2011. Yeah! Like the new and improved Asimo robot who can bartend and run like he really has to go. The next generation version of Honda's cute little robot got a fancy unveiling a few months ago where they showed off his newfangled and important abilities, like pouring drinks and running at higher speeds. Although they chose not to show him trying to conquer any stairs. I wonder why. Ah, that's why. And one of the coolest things of the year was the young programming team that unveiled an awesome mashup of the original Mario and Portal. The two-man team at StabYourself.net, awesome name, has released some new original games since it was unveiled, but they're still making tweaks to the Mario mashup and adding a whole range of Portal staples like the blue and orange goos and co-op gameplay. It's expected to be available for free once it's finished sometime early next year, and we can't wait. But 2011 also saw a groundbreaking study in adult films. Blackboards in porn. It's the only blog that takes a long, hard look at the mathematical and historical accuracy of the blackboards in school-themed pornography and rates them on a scale of 1 to 10. Most of the chalkboards score pretty low, but a fair share of them are scholastically accurate. So hopefully next year the AVNs will start to recognize greatness in academically sound art direction. And finally, in the nastiest news of the year, we heard about the newest trend in boutique tea. Panda poop. Nasty, man. The Panda Poop blend is actually the world's most expensive tea at $80,000 per kilo. The real man of genius behind the flavorful concoction said it has a mature, nutty taste and a very distinctive aroma while it's brewing. I bet it does. Normally, I'd tell you where you could track down a cup of this special blend, but my guess is that you're okay without that information. Yeah. I'm Sarah Underwood, and you've just been fed.
Hey everyone, Jeremy again. Coming up, we have Dirty, Dirty Archie comics in fresh ink, and funny man Jimmy Pardo from Conan will be here to chat about his podcast. Stick around.
Oh, there you are. I didn't see you. Wow. That is weird. That is. There we go. You got it now.
I'm here at Meltdown Comics bringing you one of the best Batman books in years, plus a very adults-only crime comic that takes the concept of Archie and adds sex, drugs, and murder by ice pick. Laser hands, pew pew pew. We all love The Dark Knight, but now buried secrets, serial killers, and powerful hallucinogens are colliding in one of the best new Batman stories in years. Batman the Black Mirror finds former Robin Dick Grayson wearing the mantle of Batman and unraveling a murderous mystery involving an underground auction of supervillain memorabilia. But it's the book's second plotline, which finds Commissioner Jim Gordon confronting the horrible truth about his own son's murderous tendencies that absolutely steals the show. And when these two storylines and their disparate art styles collide, the results are breathtaking. The Black Mirror is the first must-read Batman book in years and gets my highest possible recommendation. Some of you may have grown up on Archie comics, but I bet you've never seen these characters reimagined through the fractured, murderous lens of Criminal. Sure, the protagonist of Criminal, Last of the Innocents isn't named Archie, but he and his junkie best buddy, his sweet-natured ex-girlfriend, and his icy wife are all pretty clearly inspired by Jughead, Betty, and Veronica, which makes what goes down in this dark crime comic all the more jaw-dropping. I won't spoil it for you, but this one is packed with sex, drugs, homicide, and some of the year's best storytelling. So if you need a crime fix, this comic should be your drug of choice. So that's it for Fresh Ink. I hope your holiday is happy, healthy, and full of comics.
read this
You
one.
read J.D. King.
J.D. King said,
Quote, I bet Kevin's new goal in life is to sabotage all of Sarah Underwood's relationships for the next 5 years. I should be kicking you because it was
10 years.
10 years. We upped it to 10.
10 years.
We upped it to 10, okay? Don't be giving him any more hope.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah!
So I'm gonna be in the friends with benefits zone for 10 years, and
10
then you're
years.
gonna want me to put a ring on it?
If I can't find anything better, I'll take you.
Wait, but you're looking for a last
You
name
would kill to
P,
hear that
right?
sentence uttered to you, so don't even judge.
Last name
Yeah,
with a
I
P.
would, or I'd like to, like Kevin pointed out, if I married a guy that had the last name that started with P and I kept my maiden name, my initials would be Sup. So I'd also like to try and find someone with the last name that starts with P. If you're out there and you're better than Kevin, which you probably are, tweet us, let me
True,
know.
They probably are. They probably are.
An Amazing Nerdo said, what's the world coming to when you can't
When you can't what? I'm dying to know.
donate sperm multiple times a day?
What is the world coming
Hey,
to?
Kevin, I feel bad for you. I
Well,
think you should be able to do that as much as you
I
want.
donate it several times a day.
To what,
To who?
Kevin?
I mean, did various. The terms robots and doomsday get thrown around a lot these days, and that's probably not going to change anytime soon, thanks in part to robots like these. Over 60 million years ago, there lived the largest snake to ever exist, the Titanoboa. And now, it's returned. Thanks to engineers over at the Titanoboa Project, it has been resurrected as a robotic behemoth to be used for research into alternative forms of locomotion. Based on its prehistoric ancestor, this new Titanoboa is made up of 20 high-strength aluminum vertebrae, 40 hydraulic cylinders, and an animated head that, when assembled, weighs over a ton. Making use of multiple Arduino controllers, it's able to perform 5 different types of movement, from a common serpentine slither to a more springy concertina slide. The group plans to add more vertebrae to extend Titanoboa from its current length of only 35 feet up to a more accurate length of 50 feet. In the meantime, it'll just have to stick to looking good on the dance floor. But not all robots are slithering around warehouse floors. Others are busy taking the first steps towards becoming self-aware.
Hello, Sergio. How are you?
Meet QBO. This cute little robot was designed by Francisco Paz as part of a childhood dream to build a robot that becomes part of our everyday lives. QBO utilizes stereoscopic vision combined with internal software that allows it to learn about its environments through object and facial recognition.
I think it is penguin.
Recently, its engineers put QBO through the mirror test, an experiment that places an animal in front of a mirror to find out if they can recognize their own reflection.
Oh, I'm ready to recognize myself.
Until now, only a few animals like elephants, dolphins, and apes were able to recognize themselves. However, after some quick commands from his engineer, QBO successfully recognized that it wasn't looking at an object, but its own reflection.
Who is this?
Let me see. Oh, this is me. Nice.
While the goal is that one day QBO will be able to learn and interact with its surroundings, we can't help but wonder how long it'll be until they go from cute and cuddly to robot overlords.
You're welcome.
And finally, making a return to robot news are the amazing quad rotors. These Robocopter videos by the students at ETH Zurich demonstrate them doing everything from juggling balls to playing the piano. But now, they've moved on to bigger and better things like architecture. In a collaboration between the engineers at ETH and architects Gramazio and Kohler, the project titled Flight Assembled Architecture is the first of its kind, using flying machines to build a large structure. Sensors on the ceiling relay positioning and building info to the foreman, a proprietary software that manages the overall progress and uses a ticketing system to prevent them from crashing into each other. Videos shot by attendees capture the 4 robots working in unison, able to stack over 100 bricks per hour, and they only took short breaks to recharge their batteries. In the future, models like these could build on a much larger scale, allowing for a completely new form of architecture. It's just a matter of time until we see our skies filled with self-aware, flying snakebots ready for world domination.
Thank you.
In a new episode of Bomb Patrol Afghanistan, the team has a tough Christmas away from home.
We're getting ready
ready to go out on a ground clearance down Shock Road. Mass enemy attack.
Oh, what was that?
Yeah, baby, rock this.
Swing it towards the village!
We gotta get the out of here!
Don't miss the epic season finale Tuesday at 10 p.m. only on G4. And check out g4tv.com/Bomb Patrol for more info.
Hey everyone, Jeremy again. Coming up, funny man Jimmy Pardo from The Conan Show is here to talk about his fancy new Buick. But first, we have the new trailer for the Ghost Rider sequel in theaters February 17th. Check it out.
Tired of taking off your gloves every time you need to use an iPhone? Don't feel like breaking your back to water the family Christmas tree? Worry no more. Santa's here with a bag full of great ways to hack these holiday headaches. Don't waste any money on specially designed touchscreen gloves or resort to cutting off the fingers on your favorite pair. The folks at Craft Zine have a quick and easy way of making any gloves touchscreen friendly. First, hop on Adafruit.com and order a small spool of conductive thread. Then grab your favorite pair of gloves, some scissors, and a sewing needle. Find the spot on the index finger and thumb where it touches the screen, and thread a series of tight lines to create a tiny conductive surface. Finally, repeat the process so you end up with a small patch on the tip of the finger. Voila! Your glove now works with any touchscreen device, all for the price of a gallon of eggnog. Now about that Christmas tree. No one likes having to duck underneath that giant pine to give it some water. So forget all that by building this simple self-watering system. First, grab a 5-gallon bucket and a box with a lid that's big enough to house the bucket. Buy a few feet of plastic tubing with a small diameter, like 3/8 of an inch, and find 2 brass compression couplings that match the tube's diameter. Wrap the box like a present, place the bucket inside, and put it near the tree's base. Then take the plastic tubing and affix the couplings on both ends so they don't fall off. Next, fill the Christmas tree's water reservoir halfway and fill the bucket to a level that's no higher than that. Fully submerge the tubing assembly in the bucket so it fills up with water, and plug both ends of the tubing with a finger. Take one end and stick it into the tree's reservoir as deep as it'll go, then release your finger. And now you've got a working siphon that'll take water from the bucket as needed. Throw the wrapped lid on the box, slap on a bow, and that's it! A stealthy self-watering system that looks just like another present under the tree. Total cost? Around $10. So there you have it. Use your mittens with any touchscreen and keep that tree alive with minimal effort. Now just worry about buying your family their presents. Which reminds me...
There we go. Huh?
Yeah!
You've been to tapings of late night shows before, right? You went to SNL
have.
and you went to the Chelsea Handler show.
I did.
And-
Sarah and I also went to the Big Brother finale taping.
Oh, nice. Do they warm up the audience at something like a Big Brother finale or
They
at
do.
a Chelsea show?
Oh God, at Chelsea, yes. But at Big
What was
Brother.
that? What? That sounds like
Well,
a story.
'cause Chelsea, I don't know who the guy was, but he's like, come on, yeah, come on. And you'd be watching the show, and he would be in your face.
Oh yeah, I'm good.
And you're
on
like,
that.
oh my God, get away from me. It made it really not enjoyable.
Okay, it sounds like he sucked at his job, basically. But
did.
someone who does that and doesn't suck at their job is Jimmy Pardo. He's absolutely hilarious. He's the warm-up guy for The Conan Show. He's a stand-up comedian. He has a great podcast. He's super fast, 10 kinds of adorable, and I got to chat with him. Get the out of here. No, I won't.
Everybody, Jimmy Pardo here for the Pardo Patrol, outside of WWE superstar Sheamus's dressing room.
Well, you want me to show you a few moves?
Yeah, help me out here. I just go low. Come on.
Let's show a basic thing. Let's show you a headlock, right? So if I want to grab you in a headlock, I'll come in here.
Oh, sweet.
Squeeze here.
Yeah.
Yes.
all right.
Yes, painful.
Okay. Yeah, of course it is. Of course
Okay.
it is. Hey, look over there. And I grab it like this.
Headlock.
And I bring it down. Oh my. You pick the guy up. Don't really do this. Like this. Oh my. I may have just popped the nuts.
Please welcome Jimmy Pardo, everybody. That's you.
Hey, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here, sir.
What do you think of my Christmas sweater?
It's adorable. I want to hang
very
ornaments from it and
attractive.
wrap you in tinsel
It's
and
got
put you on
little
the top of a
pockets.
tree.
I don't know if
in the
this is hip
pockets?
or if I'm an old man. I don't know what I'm wearing.
It's the new hipsters. The old man look is kind of in now.
Great. I drive a Buick. I got the whole shot
You got
going.
it. Oh, is it the LeSabre?
It is lacrosse.
Is that a real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, know your Buick trivia.
I'm sorry. That's how out of touch I am with the kids these days. I don't know what's going off the lots at the Buick dealership.
We're not kids. There's no kids over there.
No,
It's just
none.
me and a guy named Hal.
What do you
And
what do you have in the pockets? You have
I keep
Werthers?
nothing, dreams and hopes.
Oh, okay. Just keep those there. You should never take those out in this town.
No, they're well
Someone's
hidden.
going to shatter them.
They're well hidden.
Speaking of, you give hope to audiences across the world, or at least here in LA, every day when you warm up for Conan.
Yes.
You're his warm-up guy. But what does it require to fire up an audience, to like?
Well,
to get
you know
them
what? I'm
going?
very lucky in this job. I don't have to do any of the usual nonsense that a warm-up does of having TV theme song sing-alongs or throwing
really?
out candy bars or with a
T-shirt cannon or something.
I don't have to do any of that.
Okay, good.
I go out and I do 10 to 15 minutes, sometimes 30, depending on technical difficulties.
Right. Conan's hair.
Certainly, it takes a little time to put the erector set up in that. And I just get to do comedy, and I just get
That's
to improvise
great. What
with
a
the
great gig.
audience the whole time. And it is the greatest gig in the world.
And then the clip that we saw before the interview was the Pardo Patrol, which is when,
which we do on TeamCoco.com.
Yeah.
And it's just me. I barge into the dressing rooms of guests and just start interviewing them, or with the wrestler. Said, hey, why don't you teach me some moves? Adam Levine was on. Levine, your call. And I had him teach me how to sing, and then I had the young lady from Footloose and Dance with the Stars. I had her teach me how to dance. Just all stupid stuff that could or could not go viral.
Right.
Emphasis on the not.
On the not part? Yeah. No, it's gonna get there. Now, when you do that, when you're in the dressing room and you're like, okay, we're gonna play around. Is the talent normally warm to that idea, or is there a publicist in the way?
A publicist is certainly in the way, trying to make it not happen. And
how do we suck the funny out of this one?
Right,
Hold on,
yeah.
I get. Yeah.
So, which is why I kick everybody out. I kick everybody out of the room so that the publicist isn't there judging.
Right.
And you get out. Let's just have fun. You know what I mean? And 9 times out of 10, they all want to have a good time. No, 10 out of 10. Nobody's been a Scrooge. That's theme. That's holiday.
That's true. And then the Never Not Funny podcast,
Yes.
which has been going on for years.
Almost 6 years now, yeah.
Congrats on that, by the way.
Yeah, we were early on the podcast thing. I didn't know anything. I had listened to Ricky Gervais, and then a guy named Matt Belknap came to me and said, let's turn one of your live shows at the UCB Theater here in LA into a podcast. And I went, oh, you're great. I don't know what that is, but sure.
Sure, I'll take it.
I'm doing nothing else with my afternoons. So we started it. It just took off. Like, the tech nerds loved it. It was a professional sounding, good, audio quality show.
Right.
It wasn't just a guy talking to his microphone on the computer. So
That's
they
exactly.
loved it.
They're used to someone on their webcam
Yeah.
garbling into a Radio Shack microphone at the time, and that was
exactly.
that. And here, Fidelity. What's that?
Right. Here's a guy delivering this in stereo and who's got some chops. And
you went stereo on him.
Oh, listen.
You gave him a left and a right?
I'm going to tell you, we go quad on some
What?
episodes.
That is
Hey, the whole crew.
You're mixed in 7.1. Yeah. No, the tech nerds. I like how
Yeah.
you gestured towards me and the few people in the
I don't
studio.
know what happens around here. Listen,
tech
I got a
nerds.
Buick. Which, by the way, has a terrific cassette deck in it.
My lord, really?
Oh, the sound from this thing.
Hold on, does it auto flip, or do you have to pull it out and
I don't care for that auto flip. I like knowing what's going on.
Right. When you're done with side A, you want to go to side B.
I press that button, it comes at me, I refresh my memory which side, I put it right back in. It feels like I'm part of it.
Now we'll take the second half of the Jay Giles band and slap it back in there.
Sure, life's a centerfold. Love stinks. I'll play this game.
Want to talk about the Pardcast-a-thon,
Yeah.
because this is for good.
Yes, it is.
This is really for good.
We do this event every year. We started back in 2009, and we just did our third one, where we raise money for the charity Smile Train organization that goes to third world countries and fixes cleft palates on children. Each surgery only takes 15 minutes and costs $250.
Really?
And there was just something about it that I was drawn to. And I mean, the cheesy thing to say is that, hey, I spend my living putting smiles on faces, and so do they. So that's a perfect marriage. But it's really
That is a
neat.
very cheesy thing to say,
I
but
know.
it's very sweet.
But it works.
Very sweet,
And
yeah.
we raised almost $42,000
Wow.
this year. We do
Congratulations,
thanks.
man. That's really beautiful. That's
And we
that's
have,
fantastic.
we go from a 6P to 6A. We do 12 hours. And I have people, musicians and comics, actors. Rich Summer from Mad Men came on.
Rich Summer from Mad Men?
We got him.
Rich?
We got him.
You got Rich on there?
You got him.
Rich Summer from Mad Men?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was that enough for the $5, Rich?
Do I get the money?
Rich is out here somewhere. We had a side bet. Oh, there we go.
There we go. Thank you, sir.
I said the damn name. Wait a minute.
No, I said it.
But I dropped it like 12 times after that. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Kids, we're going to the Buick dealership tonight.
Cassette tapes for everybody.
Huzzah! Jimmy Pardo, ladies and gentlemen. Truly an honor. Thanks for coming on. Jimmy Pardo, you guys can watch him on Conan. Check out his podcast and the 2011 Podcastathon at podcast.com. That was a real... We can scotch this, right? I mean,
Yeah, of course we can.
Uh-oh. Beautiful.
Hey everyone, it's Jeremy again. Coming up, we have the behind-the-scenes moment of the week. It's so montagey, it makes my head hurt. Stick around.
Coming up on Attack of the Show, starting January 3rd, actor John Heder will be here live to talk about his new Napoleon Dynamite animated series. Star of Leverage, Aldous Hodge, will break into our studio and steal our stuff, live. We'll uncover found footage horror flick Apollo 18 and virus thriller Contagion on DV Doomsday. And Jessica Chobot joins motocross legend Brian Deegan to learn the ropes as a professional off-roader in rad jobs. Coming up on Attack of the Show, starting January 3rd.
Right now, it's time for the behind-the-scenes moment of the week.
Oh my God! Oh, I felt it.
Got some left.
Hey,
We're going. Ow!
you called me back.
Coach, be professional for once in your life.
Kevin, I'm not gonna get it. It's too small to get anyway. Everybody knows what a toot is, okay?
What is a
so
toot?
It's,
Is it a character from a Disney
I
film?
don't say, like sing parts.
$95. Oh, $1. Thanks, mister.
As Candace announced on live TV, I do have to poop, so let's go to the poop room, huh?
Have a good poop.
Thank you.
That was a segment, right? Right, that happened. TV happened. What a show. What a weekend edition.
Right?
The best.
Thank you so much for being here, as always.
I have to
Rocking it.
be, but you're welcome.
All right, Candace, same to you. I know it's a contractual obligation, but
Yeah.
awesome.
It's a fun time.
And while we're handing out thanks to Jimmy Pardo, Blair Butler, and Grace Helbig.
Thank you.
Thank me.
Thank you, Kevin.
Oh, I don't have to be here. I choose to be here.
Happy Hanukkah.
Oh, hey, happy holidays. Happy holidays, everybody.
Don't tase me, bro. Don't tase me.
Hey, B-Comp, thought you were adventuring.
Oh, I was until I took an arrow to the knee. What are you eating?
I got Japanese food.